Okay, we're working on assignment 5-1. I've pasted in my text. I notice there's an extra row. So in order for all my references on my directions not to be off, let's get rid of that. I'm going to right click row 1 and delete that row. Okay, let's get going. So the directions read, let's start off. We select the first 3 columns in row 1 and we're going to merge cells. Right next to borders is the Merge Cells button. I am going to fill this new cell with blue. I'm going to change the text color to white. Clicking on the text color, finding the white. I'm going to bold by clicking the bold button and center the text. Okay, and now last I'm going to make the text size 18. Find the font size, come down to 18. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with the bottom margin. I'm going to drag this down. Notice that the sales commission in June is now, so we've horizontally aligned this text in the center. Now what we're going to do is we're going to vertically align, because now we've created some vertical space. So I'm going to use the vertical line and put that in the middle. Okay. Now we're going to select the headings in row 2 and bold them. We're going to change the formatting in cells B3 to B6 as currency, format as currency. We're going to do the same for our commission column, C3 through C6, format as currency. Our commission rate, we're going to change in B8, we're going to format this as a percentage. Okay, let's adjust this a little bit, this margin on column A, so we can read commission rate. Okay, what we're going to do is use an absolute reference, and we're going to calculate, for example, in the month of June, Bugs Bunny sold $10,563 worth. And we want to figure out how much he earned, his commission. So we're going to put a little formula in here. We're going to start that formula. We want to multiply his total sales. We're going to multiply it by the commission rate. So click on his total sales. We multiply it by the commission rate. And let's see how much Bugs Bunny earned this month. He earned $897.86. So Darth Maul sold a little bit more, same commission rate, and we're going to see how much everyone else made. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. And this is where the idea of an absolute reference comes in. When Google Sheets copies this formula, notice here, this is B3 times B8. For the next one, for Darth Maul, it's going to multiply total sales B4 by B9. But if we look at B9, there's nothing in B9. We want to have Darth Maul, his total sales multiplied by the commission rate. So we have to use what is called an absolute reference. Notice B8 is where the commission rate is, and we can tell the spreadsheet to always use that cell to calculate the commission. To do that, there's a couple ways to do it. You can put dollar signs in front of both the B and the 8. And what the dollar signs do is they freeze it to that row. So if I hit enter now on this formula, and then bring it down. This correctly calculates the commissions for the 3 other salesmen. So let's take a look. In Darth Maul's commission, it's calculating B8. All of these are referencing B8 because we have frozen that reference. And that's what those dollar signs do. Now there's a keyboard shortcut to this too. When I click on, I can go B3 times whatever is in B8. And then rather than having to type dollar signs in, I hit the function 4, the F4 key at the top left of your keyboard. And it will automatically drop those absolute reference dollar signs in. And then we can copy it down. Okay, that's an absolute reference. By default, spreadsheets use a relative reference. So this absolute reference freezes it for situations such as this. Okay, so now also we want to do some revision history. Now revision history shows under File, revision history shows all the changes we've made to a document. We started this about 11 minutes ago. You can click Show Changes. Now notice there's Show More Detailed Revisions. This goes step by step and it shows all of the things that we've done, and we can always go back to an earlier time in our document. This is like a great undo tool, but it goes all the way back to the very first time when you first opened it and you don't have any reference. And you can go to revisions all the way back. This is a great tool to have if you've made a mistake at any point in the document. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take a screenshot. Look for the PS screen, print screen, or PRNT-SCR key. One of those on your keyboard, on your laptop, your desktop, and you're going to press that key. And yours is going to look a little different than mine. I'm going to get rid now of my revision history. So I've hit my print screen. I've got rid of my revision history. So I want to put a print screen of my revision history within this spreadsheet. Just pasting it in won't work. We've got to go to Insert and then Drawing. In Insert and then Drawing, I can hit Control V on my keyboard, or I can right click and paste. Okay, so now I have a screenshot of my desktop. We only need the revision history. If you double click this is another nice trick in the drawing. I click these black handles and bring those in and then hit enter. And it cuts out all of everything that's on your desktop, and now I have a picture that shows my spreadsheet in progress with my revision history. I click on Save and Close. Give it a sec, especially on a slower internet connection. And there we go. I have a nicely formatted rendering. This is a little blurry, but nothing too bad, of my revision history. Screenshot next to my sales commission chart. Okay, that'll do it for 5.1. Check it against the key.